Hi guys, my name is Sheila and welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be an Hourglass workout routine. I am very much known on social media for my Hourglass workout routines. I have been posting them since like September of last year maybe, and they've always gone crazy viral. Y'all seem to love them, so I thought I would put a long extended talk through version on YouTube for you guys. I'm also going to be going over what I eat before I work out because I feel like that is also important. But first, let's do a fit check because my fit today is so freaking cute. I'm wearing a Gymshark sports bra. This is the caged sports bra, and then I'm wearing Define leggings. Define always comes through. Before I leave, I'm going to be putting on this Gymshark pullover jacket hoodie thing. Also, if you're ever shopping on the Gymshark site and you would like to use my code Sheila10, that will get you some money off on your next order. I get a lot of questions on my headphones too. These are the Sony wireless headphones X4. I love these. I've had these since like 2022. These are my go-to. I just love these. They are expensive. They're like 300 bucks, but worth it for sure. Some bougie water for today. I have not really had the best appetite lately, which sucks because in order to keep your gains, you literally have to be so on top of your eating, like it's not even funny. I made some steak last night and this is all I have left of it. So I'm definitely gonna have some steak and then as well as some protein because I love these little protein shakes from HEB. Y'all have seen me post them so many times, but honestly, any type of protein shake or protein supplement that you like, protein bar, will be good and will work. And then I also need some carbs. You cannot have a good, fulfilling workout without eating some carbs. Carbs are the #1 source of energy for our bodies, so doesn't matter if you drink coffee, caffeine, whatever it is, you will have the best workout when you just eat some good clean carbs. So I'm gonna have this like 9-grain seed bread. It's whole grains. Yeah, it's pretty healthy. I like it. I love cottage cheese, y'all. I literally put it on everything. So I'll probably do like a butter toast with some cottage cheese and some honey. I don't know if that's gonna be gross. Kind of sounds gross, but I'm gonna eat it because it's pretty much a quick meal that I can have right now. And it's already like 5 o'clock and I've been literally cleaning all day and doing assignments and everything else but the gym. So gotta eat first for sure. So I got my skirt steak right here and then my cottage cheese toast thing. Is this raw honey? Ooh, raw honey. Okay, we're gonna try the bread first. That's pretty good. I just got to the gym and I completely forgot that it was like peak hours right now. So it's so busy in here. I put my hair in this little bun because that's all I got today. And we're about to get to work, so I don't think y'all would be able to hear me if I had the microphone on. So cue the switch to a voiceover. We are starting off with upper body today. I am going to be hitting my back first. The Hourglass workout is kind of just like a full body workout that can enhance your shape. So we start off by building that upper hourglass, and I will do the assisted pull-up machine or regular pull-ups or the machine that you see me using right now, which is the lat pull down. I was looking back at the camera to see if I was still recording because it was like my second time bringing this camera to the gym. But yeah, I'll do some lat pull downs and I usually do about 4 sets of 10 to 12 because I'm really trying to grow my upper body. I got my lower body grown a lot because that is like what I focused on the most when I first started the gym. But now I'm also trying to match my upper body to my lower body, I guess. So you want to make sure that you're engaging your lats. You don't want to just be like pulling down. So at the beginning of my set, I pulled my lats and kind of tucked them in. You'll learn to do this over time with like muscle memory, but I just kind of like flex, I guess, my scapula in a way, and I just pull down. So you see like all those contractions on my back. That's because I am engaging my lats. I'm about to do it again. See, before I start the movement, my lats are already engaged. That is the key to maximizing the effectiveness of this workout. I feel like for years I was just kind of using momentum and swinging the weight when I needed to be actually controlling it. So now I use kind of a lighter weight, but as you can see, my back is still like growing and it's very toned. You also want to just keep a proud chest. So keep your chest high and your shoulders down. That way you're really isolating and contracting just your back muscles and not getting like a bicep and shoulder pump. And towards the end of my set here, I kind of went a little bit crazy. Sometimes whenever I'm working out, I'll get like a burst of energy and I'll just like finish all my reps. And yeah, that's what I did. But moving on to the machine that was right next to it, which is the seated lateral row. Mine at the gym moves with me. If y'all saw my last video, you would know that some of my equipment at the gym moves, but you could use a stationary one like the one that I just put a picture of, which is the seated cable row, and it'll target and move the same muscles. If you have none of these machines, bent over rows are really good. They target the same muscle groups. I feel like even though this exercise is done on a machine, especially the moving one, it is still kind of similar to a compound movement because you're using your upper body, you're using your biceps, your back, you're using multiple parts. So it's a quick like substitute if you don't have this exact machine. For this movement, I do 3 sets of 8 to 10. Since it is such a heavier movement, as you can see, I'm loading on more weight with this one. I can afford to do less sets and less reps. That's kind of how it works with bodybuilding and muscle building, is that each set and rep range has a different goal in it. So since these sets are heavier, the rep range and the set range can vary from the last one. Something you want to keep in mind with this exercise is to control the eccentric movement. So whenever I'm pulling the weight, that is concentric. My muscles are contracting. And whenever I'm releasing the weight, it is eccentric. It is so important to keep tension when you're still releasing the weight or like kind of getting pulled back by the weight, because that is where the gains happen. Also, keeping a neutral spine is very important to maintain proper form. If your back is rounded, that is literally a fast track to an injury. And that is just not the goal here. We are trying to sculpt our bodies, not end up with a forever injury. Like that literally sucks. Or even if it's not forever, recovering from injuries is literally the worst. Take it from me. Now that we have our heavier compound lifts out the way, we're moving on to more isolating movements. So the first one that I always love to do, I started doing this because of Annalise Cruz whenever I started following her workout routines years ago, and this is the upright row. I use an easy bar or a straight barbell, but you can use honestly dumbbells or whatever you prefer, resistance band, anything, and I will rep out about 4 sets of 10 to 12 because this weight falls in that rep range yet again of upright rows. This movement targets your upper back and your delts really well. You want to make sure not to load the weight too heavy because then you won't be able to get the true muscle activation. That's why I'm using only like a 30-pound weight, I believe. I spam these because I love the way they make my upper body look in a dress. Like that is just so elegant and like classy to me. I don't know. Moving on to another isolation movement, these are lateral raises. You can use a light weight for these, which means you're gonna have to go up in reps. So I do about 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps of these. They burn. Do not underestimate the power of a lateral raise, y'all. They look so easy, but they suck. Also, my form looked kind of off in that video, but I swear it's just because the camera is low. And then, yeah, I alternate between the upright row and lateral raises, and I complete I complete both of them. It's just that I get bored, honestly, so I like to alternate and kind of superset them. When it comes to lateral rows, you want to make sure to lead with your elbows and stop at like shoulder height. You don't ever want to take it up too far or use too much momentum to swing them because you will target your traps more. And this is not a trap exercise. This is a shoulder and upper back exercise. So that is good to know. And I'm spamming these again because I just love me a built upper body, like just a nice little tone. So grown woman, so sexy to me. I love it. Moving on to our second to last upper body isolation movement, we're going to be doing hammerhead bicep curls. I like these over normal bicep curls because I feel like they kind of give me more of that Mewtwo, whatever upper body build that people say I have, and I just like prefer them. I do 3 sets of 20 for these, so 10 on each arm. And you want to make sure to focus on the eccentric again when it comes to this movement, because that is where the gains happen. That's where you're going to see all the progress. And I was very proud of how my pump was coming along, so I kept flexing in the mirror. Something about hitting upper body just makes me feel like the biggest gym bro. I follow up my bicep curls with some overhead or military presses. I do about 3 sets of 10 of these because by the time I get to these, my shoulders and my biceps upper body is crying, it's burning. And as you can see, I literally look more built than before. And my biggest tip for this exercise is to keep your core and your glutes engaged. It is very easy to want to arch your back and just get the weight up as much as possible. That's also why I recommend using a lighter weight for this one as well. But you really just want to keep a neutral spine, tuck your pelvis, engage your core, engage your glutes so that everything in the midsection is stationary and you're simply using your upper body, your shoulders, your biceps, everything to lift properly and with the correct form. Okay, so we're officially done with the upper body portion of the workout. Now we're gonna go on to legs. We're gonna do basically like hip rounding exercises. So I'm gonna do like hip abductions, donkey kicks, fire hydrants, those types of things, as well as cardio after, because I've been prioritizing cardio, so we're gonna run a couple miles probably. We're warming up our glutes and our hips by doing some fire hydrants. You can also use the hip abduction machine, which you see me use a lot in my videos, but that was taken because like I said, it was a very, very busy day at the gym. But I typically like to also do fire hydrants, whether I'm at home or at the gym. So you need to start off with being on all fours. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that in the middle of the gym like me, you could always go off to a little room, like a little warm-up room or studio. I've just been at this gym for so long that I'm mad comfortable, so I just be doing shit. But you want to make sure to keep your back neutral, okay? So you don't want to have a crazy curve. I have a natural curve in my back, so often I get comments about like, oh my god, straighten your back. But y'all, it sometimes just naturally has a little dip and a curve in it. I don't know, maybe I got scoliosis or something. But you want to flare out your, or not flare, but move out your knees and your hips to a 90-degree angle. And it looks pretty easy, but sometimes it can actually be hard, like you can lose your balance and stuff. So take your time doing these. Now we got my favorite glute and lower body building exercise. I've literally been doing this since I stepped foot in the gym, you guys. Y'all saw me do this in my last workout video as well, but it was on the hip thrust machine, which doesn't really hit the same if you ask me. I found that since it was taken, I reached for the barbell, which is a little bit more time consuming to set up, but so much more worth it. I felt the contraction way more. I was able to control my reps way more, and I felt like I could push more weight too. And I didn't push my ultimate weight. Oh my god, at this moment I was meeting one of my followers and subscribers, and I think her name was Chisholm. I could be wrong, sorry if I got it wrong, but thank you so much for coming up to me. Also, if y'all ever see me out in public, don't be afraid to come up to me. I'm literally so happy, and I always get so shocked when people actually know me from the internet. I'm like, what the heck? But for the hip thrust, I worked up to, I think, 60s on each side, and I did 4 sets of 10 just because I really wanted to push myself, and they were feeling good. The weight was moving good, weight was moving easy, so I decided to just kind of go with the flow on those. I was holding at the end for about like 10 seconds after 2. I just love hip thrust, honestly, like the best glute building exercise. After my hip thrust, I did about a mile on the treadmill. I didn't like the clips of me running, so y'all are just not gonna see me do that. I'm still a beginner. But that is all for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.